Hi, it's Lisa. And it's not Friday, it's Sunday, but it's still Let's Talk Friday. Well, I have been celebrating my birthday all week down at the beach in Panama in San Marcos district, which is about 10 miles north of Coronado Beach in Panama. So I'm telling you, we were sitting on the beach Friday and my days were all discombobulated. And I'm thinking it's Thursday and I have one more day to get Let's Talk Friday kind of situated. And then Craig and I are talking and somehow we came across like that was Friday. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. But you know what? I still had this message that's on my heart to get out. So it's a couple of days late, but I still have something to talk about this week. And what that is, because there are some themes that are coming out in Let's Talk Fridays. I've already said that faith is a big part of some of the things that I talk about, walking by faith, having faith to do the things that God's calling you to do the things that you want to do. But then another thing that's coming forth, I call them cousins, is a vision, like having a vision. And so really just, as I'm here this week especially, and as we're living in Panama and just life with Craig and my kids and being a follower of Christ, to be able to see some of the visions, some of the dreams come true, to find yourself living in places that you have envisioned for your life. That's what kind of got me thinking about that. And I can recall the first vision that I had for my life as early as 8 or 9 years old. I didn't think of it as a vision or a goal, but I can remember just sitting and picturing the life that I wanted to have. And of course, there weren't details in that. Like, it wasn't like, oh, it was going to be with this person and living in this place. But I did have an idea. I had a vision of the type of life that I wanted to have as an adult. And so, but the purpose of having that vision is that it showed me that, to get there, I needed to make sure all I had control of at that point was making sure I got good grades, right? Making sure I was a good student, making sure that I listened to my parents and that I was obedient. And, so you always will have enough grace for the step that you're on. You don't even have to have a lot of wisdom. You don't have to be the smartest in the group. But just the ability to recognize the step that you're on right now and to just be obedient in that place, and then have the faith that God is going to give you the next step when it is time. So another thing that prompted this is one of my subscribers asked me, she said, can you just do a video on all the steps that are needed to live abroad? And I thought, man, that's pretty daunting because there are a lot of steps. And also it's challenging because everybody does the steps differently, right? So yeah, some of the core steps are the same. Like, you gotta get a passport, you gotta get some documents, so there's things that you have to do, but people do them in different time frames. Some people do them over like a year, some people do them right away. And so probably if you saw everything at one time too, you would not do them all as well. Sometimes the vision is not for a thing, but it's even how you want to live. Let's consider the prodigal son, when he had this idea that he wanted to go ahead and get his inheritance, went and spent it all, learned so much about life, and then looked in his current condition and said, you know what? This is not me. I am better than this. I can go back to my dad's house as a servant and live better than this. So sometimes the vision is even just how you want to live. Like, have you decided where you want to retire? And if you have decided that you don't want to leave your house, you just want to stay in your house, Well, have you fixed up your house? Have you done any preparation for retirement in that house? Maybe you want to downsize. Have you started like downsizing your stuff to get ready for to move into a smaller location? So yeah, it doesn't always have to be that you're moving abroad per se, but in whatever step you're on, are you preparing yourself for it? So there are some things that you know that you should be doing for the vision that you have that aren't 10 steps out. They're the first step. But are you doing the first step for the vision that you have? Like, even if you're on the third step, are you being faithful to do what you know to do? Because I know that's challenging, because there's procrastination, there's distractions. There are systematic things in place to get you off course from the vision that God has for you and for the vision you have for yourself as well. So let's commit to, even if you don't know all the steps, are you doing what you know to be doing today? Do you have your passport? Like, what is it? What's your vision? And what is the step that you're on today toward that goal? And are you being obedient in that step? All right. Only you can answer that. Only you know the answer to that. All right, I hope you are. Let me show you a little bit of this. You've probably been seeing, I've been posting a lot of shorts about this location. It's so beautiful. We're having the best time, continually celebrating my birthday. Yes, thank you for all the birthday wishes. All right, you know what to do. Be blessed.